All right, we got Eric's on the lift now. I got Gordo's slicks all off of his car and his radials on, along with I got his cam seal sealed up, his oil pan resealed, his valve cover resealed, and I just kind of checked some things out. Checked his oil pickup, looks all good inside there, and put his pan back on and sent it back out. So we're waiting on oil for it. We're gonna do an oil change, but we brought Eric's in and we're getting the motor back. We're getting the motor in Eric's now. It's got an LS heart for this race, this upcoming race, and some seat time so Eric can get driving and still learning. Things are coming along really well. We just got the motor up in the air with the car and we're just kind of dialing things in now. He's got shift linkage hooked up and all the mounts and stuff, and I think the wire harness is hooked up. We're just slowly getting everything figured out, and some things are going to change because it's an LS. It's not a GSR again, but we're going to get the GSR heart back in here once it's all sleeved and ready to go. Eric wants the jam. So Eric went through and did an ABS delete, but he just noticed that 2 of his fittings are actually the wrong ones. So he's going ahead and cutting these 2 fittings off for down here right quick, and then he's got some Honda fittings. He just accidentally got 3/8 ones instead of the 10 mil ones that come with the Honda stuff. So he's getting the right stuff from his other getting the right stuff from his daily out there. He's got some parts in his little baggie, and then he'll be back in here swapping those out. But we are getting this thing really close. I've got the return line worked up. I don't know where it went. I had it in here. I think he took it off because I didn't have the clamps tight yet, and I was looking for one. Yeah, I've been going every which way. But so we got the return line and everything going on. Fuel's being, coolant's all taken care of. All the coolant lines are tight except for the radiator. We've got the brake booster hooked up. We've got the wire harness all plugged in except for the distributor. Yeah, everything's coming along really well. Clutch is all hooked up. We just need to bleed that because he undid his slave. So just a few things we need to do, but things come along really well. Already did?
Yeah, they're already gone. But...
All right, so here's the filter, Eric. We got everything in this bad boy just about. Turbo manifold, all the intercooler. He's putting the radiator in right now. Boost pipes, clamps are tight. We're working on it, getting this thing all dialed in. Mario just swung by and had Jamie turn up his tune a little bit, give him the sauce.
I just put this whole thing together.
Yeah, he built this for Eric as well while he stopped by. So we got this thing dialed. It's got the Mario tune up in it. It's gonna be epic. Got the laps out there if you could see. So I'm excited. All right, so Eric's is about ready to jam. He just headed off to grab an alternator belt and a little T so we can connect this, or like a hose barb straight, so we connect this line over here. And Gordo and I are about to jet off and grab the turbo from Jamie's Neon for Gordo's car. I just got a filter on it. We got it all cleaned up and pretty much set to jet. Belly pan's on it, cam seals changed, valve cover sealed, a bunch of little stuff. Cleaned a bunch up and just tried to clean up his little mess he had. So we're gonna go get that turbo and see if we can make this thing stop smoking. Hopefully. All right, so we got this guy all cleaned up, oil filters all on there and ready to go. We got some breather lines on there for now. Borrowed them from Eric. All right, we got the curse band away to her spot in timeout. We're gonna go ahead, get in here, pop this hood, get the turbo pulled. Look at that. That's what you guys do with an auto, guys. You take it out. Alright, so Gordo's in there right now. He's trying to get the exhaust undone. Feed line's already off here. Looks like we got the boost pipe, bolts from the turbo, and then the return line probably. Not too much. Alright, so Gordo got the exhaust off. We're gonna get these turbo bolts off now. I just loosened up the clamp on the coupler, but I think we're gonna have to pull the turbo like out of the coupler. So we'll just keep going at it. All right, so these bolts are stuck really good. We don't got a big enough ratchet to break them, or a 13 mil to pull this out of the housing. We already tried to pull as many bolts as we could with the crescent, but we just can't get in there all the way to get all of them. So we're gonna run back, we're gonna grab a few tools, and we're gonna consult and see what we can do about getting this thing out of here. All right, so I grabbed the green giant here. and we're just breaking them out.
Yep.
Twisted the wrench a little bit, but she's all right.
Yeah.
She's a sturdy snap-on 14, but we got 2 left. We got those 2 out, these 2 left. Get this done. There's one bolt that is just battling us and we cannot get it out, so we're gonna come back tomorrow with a pry bar or something to try and wedge it against it, and then we're gonna try and break it with the bar. We're just not able to get a wrench or anything on the bottom on the manifold to get it, you know, loose. So we're gonna try and see what we can do tomorrow, but dang it. All right, I got Eric's oil pan all cleaned up for his car, and I just bled the clutch and everything, started bleeding the brakes. I got that off there. I got it off the lift right now so I can bleed that, so I can have the door open and stuff to pump it easier, because it's kind of hard when the car's all racked and everything with the lift. But I'm bleeding that right now, working on the brakes. We got some new lines in the front brakes here. We did an ABS delete, and then I tightened up his feed line. Gotta get that oil pan on it. We're gonna get oil in it and then oil in the trans, but he's gonna be here later with the axles, so we can't put oil in the trans until we get the axles here, as well as he'll have the alternator belt. So we'll pretty much get this thing finished up tonight, but I'm trying to get the brakes and everything taken care of right now before I roll it out and start getting going on other stuff. I'm gonna tear into Jose's motor here, try and get it torn down and getting ready to be built, and get this H taken care of over here as well. So those are my real main goals today, and we're just gonna try and tackle all this stuff. Woo, here we go. I almost forgot, but as well, I brought the race K-tune shifter from the house. So this is the original shifter that was in my car, but I got the Accord TSX one that is meant for the B-Series all-wheel drive transmission, because I was figuring I needed that so it could shift and work properly and everything. But I'm gonna go try it and fit that one in there and look at everything, check it out, see how the cables fit and stuff, shift it, see how it shifts, if it shifts, see if I'm able to fit up the cables. And because if I'm able to fit it in the race shifter, then I'm able to do the first gear lockout, the 5th gear lockout, all that cool stuff. I don't have a 5th gear, but I'll be able to do all that cool stuff. And so we're gonna go ahead and bolt that on and see what we can do there. I'm not sure, because the one that goes side to side is on the opposite side. This one's still in the middle, but it's up here instead of down here on the bottom. It should still work, but we'll see. We're gonna check it out, and I'll go ahead and let you guys know for sure. All right, Eric's is all buttoned up, everything's done but oil and the axles. So he's at school right now and he's got the axles, so he's gonna bring those to me when he's done. But I've got the exhaust on, return on, all that stuff tight. Everything's pretty much plumbed and plugged in. I started putting water in it, but haven't really found any leaks or anything yet. Just gonna keep on trucking away. He's got the alternator belt as well, so just a few things that we're waiting on for that. But started tearing into Jose's here, got the timing belt all off, about to get the cams out so I can get the head coming off. Looks like a pretty clean GSR, little bits here and there, but she's a nice build. Love me a Honda. Doggone it, we're getting in there deep. We got the head off now, and pretty much the stuff off the bottom. To get to the mains, because we were going to change the main bearings, we just need to pull the oil pump and the rear main and then the caps and drop the mains in and then tighten it all back up. This guy's just getting a rebuild with pistons and rods and stuff. I'm gonna make sure everything's nice and clean and perfect, but it's not getting bore or anything, so I'm excited. All right guys, so I have been busy. I got all this kind of torn down, everything but the pistons and rods are out. I need to do that, but Eric showed up, he brought me the axles. We've got oil in here, we've got axles in here. We just bled the brakes, so that's what, the thing right there is from. Clutch works, brakes work. Austin or Brad is gonna bring him the Dizzy jumper. We've got return line tight, feed line tight, alternator belt on there. Training fluid's about to go in. I'm looking for the 17 right now. Once I find that, we'll get training fluid in there. I already put oil in it. And Eric's car is pretty much ready to go. I'm excited for this thing to be ripping again. Oh, it's epic. Can't find my 17 though. What the heck? All right, so Sean hooked me up, and he went ahead with his little marker and traced the hole for me for the turbo. So I need to go ahead and take this off and cut that tomorrow or sometime. We got Eric's pretty much all ready and set to jet. There's just a few things that need done. We're gonna come down tomorrow, finish topping the water off, look at the wideband, and then I think we got to load we're gonna load Brad's old tune into it because this is his old motor, and just start from there with our base there. Tame the boost duty down a little bit because his is gonna spool a lot quicker. I mean, it's not gonna be crazy because it's the LS now, but it's definitely gonna spool quicker than the turbo Brad had, and it's just a lot smaller and spunkier. So we'll just watch it, check it out, and see how things go. Austin's over here swapping diff bearings and stuff. He's got all kinds of craziness going on, trying to get an LSD into his transmission. Javi's been working on that for him. Whew. Bearings, man. The press is always an adventure. Look at that rig we got. Here, it started now. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Like, comment, subscribe down below. This is GoofyBuilt. Peace out.